What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Vince McMahon is now a frail old man, WWE don't want Vince McMahon back, Mark Henry refuses to apologize, prayers for DDP, why fans are furious with WWE, Kevin Owens' dramatic weight loss, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now first story looks at Vince McMahon is now a frail old man. Our top story today takes a look at the concern for former WWE chairman Vince McMahon. McMahon was spotted in public last week, and there was significant concern for his health and well-being. McMahon looked visibly older and frail, and according to a new report from Fightful Select, someone in attendance at McMahon's 80th birthday stated that McMahon seemed even more frail and he was walking noticeably slower. A person in attendance who has said it was the first time they'd seen him in years said that McMahon quote-unquote looked 80 before elaborating that McMahon seemed more frail, walked slower, and looked his age in a manner that he hadn't in decades before leaving WWE. And numerous wrestlers were in attendance at McMahon's 80th birthday party, and according to Select's report, several WWE talents were in attendance, but these names haven't been leaked and photos haven't surfaced online. While nobody would name who, Fightful Select is told that there were a number of other current WWE talent that were there. However, there are many more that claim that they were invited and didn't go, and others who wouldn't have been able to go regardless because they had overseas travel for WWE's current tour. Fans on social media are now speculating on what names could have attended, especially with a strong portion of the modern day roster currently being on tour in Europe. Next up, WWE don't want Vince McMahon back. Now whilst we're on the topic of Vince McMahon, a new report has surfaced relating to WWE and TKO's stance on potentially bringing McMahon back. According to Fightful Select, there is no interest from WWE's side to bringing McMahon back into the mix. There has been no talk of Vince McMahon returning to WWE in any capacity at this point. Sources at the top of WWE claim to Fightful that they have no desire to bring him back, and there have been no discussions regarding McMahon contributing in a creative capacity. Whilst this news will delight the majority of fans, there has been speculation, mainly on social media, that McMahon could make an appearance during John Cena's final match in December. Bubba Ray Dudley has even pitched an idea to have McMahon involved in some capacity, and according to the WWE Hall of Famer, this is something that fans would want to see. Next up, Mark Henry refuses to apologize. Mark Henry has been receiving a ton of heat for his rather controversial comments on the Roger Jackson incident. Henry was quick to defend Jackson, and now Henry has decided to double down on his comments, and he's once again defended Jackson. Speaking on The Zone, the former world champion stated, "What I said has nothing to do with race, it has everything to do with ignorance about the wrestling business. It's impossible for me to be a racist, because I would have to have power over someone and in a bigoted way. I'm not a bigot. What it is bullying. It's just like the situation of Roger going to wrestling to try and be a wrestler and not being completely informed on what wrestling is. Psycho Stu didn't deserve what he got, but every action has a reaction, and there's consequences for everything that you put out in this universe." Henry would add that nothing fans can say can hurt him, as he's bulletproof. "I just want to go on record as saying I'm making zero apologies for what I said. I meant every word, every single word I meant. All of you fans out there that have these racist tendencies and all the vitriol for me, have at it. You can't hurt me. I'm bulletproof." And to say that Henry is now facing even more backlash from fans is an understatement. Fans have been quick to point out that Henry got Psycho Stu's name incorrect multiple times during the podcast, and Henry is coming across as rather heartless with his comments. However, in more positive news, Psycho Stu seems to be doing a lot better in hospital, regaining consciousness and talking a little bit. According to his friend Douglas Mallow, who managed to stop Jackson from killing Stu in the ring, mentioned Stu remembers mostly what happened during the early parts of the day. He's talking a little bit, he's alert. He's got some injuries that are very serious. Not like life-threatening serious, but facial injuries, stuff like that. Now, whilst LAPD have launched an investigation into the incident, so far no charges have been made. The GoFundMe for Stu has also nearly reached its new goal of $200,000, which is amazing to see. Next up, space for a controversial name to return to WWE. Now, is it possible that yet another controversial name could be returning to WWE? Former WWE Cruiserweight Champion Enzo Amore recently spoke with Julian Dory, and according to Amore, someone high up in the company has informed them that there's space for him to come back. Let's just say, I know somebody in the company, someone high up, works in production, wears a suit and tie, you know? And at that time, he was reaching out to me like, hey, I think there's maybe a space for you to come back. Amore also revealed during the interview that Vince McMahon was planning a match between him and Conor McGregor. This match was going to take place at WrestleMania, and it was even going to be for Amore's Cruiserweight title. Next up, prayers for DDP. Now, there's major concern for wrestling legend Diamond Dallas Page as he took to social media to reveal that he's been hospitalized. In a social media post, DDP revealed, "Last week, I went into AFib. I normally wear a heart monitor when training, but for some reason didn't this day. I pushed myself too hard, felt off, dizzy and heart racing, and well, here we are." Page added that he's scheduled for a cardiac ablation in September, and this will hopefully be able to address the issue. DDP is an angel in wrestling, and he's helped so many wrestlers in the past get their life back on track. We here at Wrestlelamia want to offer our best wishes to DDP and wish him a speedy recovery. Next up, WWE announced a new collab. WWE are signing collaboration deals left, right and center, and yesterday they formally announced an unlikely partnership with popular football team PSG. In an official statement released by PSG, it was revealed that original content and exclusive products will be produced for the collab. This strategic collaboration, first of its kind, will explore many opportunities in different fields, including the creation of original content, exclusive collections of derivative products and distribution, initiatives to promote fan engagement, community-orientated programs, as well as unique experiences linking PSG players and WWE superstars. According to both parties, the partnership is designed to be a long-term project, and it will see two global powerhouses come together. Next up, why fans are furious with WWE. Just days before Clash in Paris, WWE, for seemingly no reason, have decided to cancel the planned meet and greets between WWE stars and fans in France. With such a short notice and a lot of fans eagerly anticipating their paid meet and greet, fans are demanding answers, and it's easy to see why they're so upset. One fan took to Instagram and stated that he's furious, and he urged WWE to provide an answer as to why they've cancelled the event so suddenly. It's been speculated on X that WWE have cancelled the event due to low ticket sales, but obviously they would never outright state that this was the reason for the cancellation. The underwhelming card for Clash in Paris has already led to criticism, but the cancellation of the meet and greet has certainly taken the criticism and backlash to a whole new level. Next up, a wrestler still banned from WWE. Now, it was reported last month that Brie Bella is currently unable to return to WWE television. Despite Brie wanting a return, her husband Bryan Danielson, currently working for AEW, has presented a major roadblock, and this means that WWE aren't willing to bring her back. And Nikki Bella has finally discussed this so-called ban, and during an interview with Sports Illustrated, Nikki revealed that all the women in the locker room want her sister back, and WWE is gradually becoming more open to it. "I keep pushing it, all the women want her back, and they keep asking me every week, has that decision changed? I don't think legacy should be determined on spouses, but I also understand business. I do think WWE is becoming more and more open to it. I understand it takes time and we just have to figure things out. There's so much business to figure out, and Brie and I both completely understand that." This call from WWE is rather confusing, as they have a number of talents that have connections and relationships with talent in the rival company, so it's unclear why the relationship between Brie and Bryan is such a major issue for them. Next up, John Cena apologizes for his heel turn. WWE are for the most part pretending that John Cena's heel turn never occurred, and now the WWE great has recorded a video for a fan on TikTok where he addresses the heel turn. In the video, Cena stated that he's back and even apologized for having such a bad attitude in recent months, and he added that he had a few grumpy days. It's crazy to see the lengths WWE and Cena are going to distance themselves from the heel persona, and it's easy to see why so many fans are labeling the entire heel turn as a complete and utter failure. Cena now has limited dates left as a babyface, and fans are quite rightly disappointed that babyface Cena couldn't have been presented for the entirety of his final ever run in the company. There have been rumors that Cena and Triple H have clashed during his final run. Triple H has a habit of claiming that Cena picks his opponents, but Cena immediately shuts this idea down whenever he's asked about the topic. Naturally, it's understandable if Cena holds some resentment for the way Triple H and WWE handled what could have been one of the most memorable runs in recent memory. And finally, Kevin Owens' dramatic weight loss. Our final story today takes a look at a new interview from WWE star Kevin Owens, who has provided an update on his medical status. Owens has been out of action with a serious neck injury, and whilst appearing at a recent NASCAR event, the former Universal Champion revealed that his neck surgery was just on one level, which is the best case scenario. Yes, Owens had neck surgery and needed neck fusion. It was very stressful going into it because we weren't really sure how severe the fusion was going to be, how many levels, all this stuff. Thankfully ended up only being one level, which is the best case scenario for something like this. Owens would then thankfully reveal that the surgery was a success and he's hoping to come back to wrestling in the next year. The surgery was successful, I had a great doctor. The thing is now we have to see how the bones fuse and there's no guarantee it's going to work. You know how my body heals and we'll see. Some guys had success, some guys didn't. Fingers crossed I can come back to wrestling in the next year. Really don't know though, but yeah, my goal is to come back, so hopefully that's what happens. Now this is great news, and fans have been quick to point out how lean Kevin Owens has looked during his recent public appearance, and it definitely looks like from certain angles that he's lost a ton of weight, definitely looking more slim and trim. In typical Owens fashion, he took to X to respond to these comments from fans by simply stating that he's still fat and everyone needs to calm down. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.